Hello everybody. I am here to create my index card a day, my ICAD for day 23. So let's get started. I'm gonna do, I do basically the same things, kind of in the same order, different materials, but I'm gonna put this tea bag down like I've done in every card. Put it down here. Now this blue ink is probably gonna move because I'm sure it's not permanent. And that's why I kind of put it on this side, because there's not as much blue there. And like I told you before, I don't mind the wrinkles and the bubbles and stuff. Gives it some texture. Okay, so that's the first thing. And put this down. Try to stay in frame. The next thing I'm going to do is put a couple of pieces of collage paper. Well, maybe 3. I've got a piece of sheet music that I made into a sticker, and I'm going to add that. Well, I don't know if I care. I don't really care if it's upside down or not, but I'm going to turn it around. Okay, I've got that. And yesterday's card, I had a piece of collage paper that was very fragile. It was that pattern instruction, dress pattern instruction, and so I'm going to put that down. It tore, and I've got a little piece of it. I'm going to put that down. And then I've got this piece of drywall tape that has holes in it, as you can see, and I'm going to put that down. It's got a sticky back, and you just pull the paper off, and this is kind of a neat thing to use too for collage. Stick that down. I've got a woody. It's a light pink woody that I'm going to use. It's kind of broken, so I'm just going to use this part of it. It still works. I am a go with the flow kind of girl when it comes to creating. I figure that if something kind of goes wrong, that you just go with it, figure it out, try not to, try to correct it. I'm going to take this Lyra pencil or graphite stick that I used yesterday, and I'm going to just put a couple of marks on both sides of the card. I've got a regular. This one is a 2 HB, which is a hard lead. Not the hardest, but it is a hard lead, so it doesn't smear as much as I've got this 2B, which is softer. Okay, so that's that. And then I was going to add some gold. This is a metallic gilding polish, and it's pretty messy, but I'm going to use my fingers to put a little bit of this down. It's pretty. Put it down on top of this drywall tape. And this, this tape, you can get it at Amazon, but you can also get it at your hardware store. Okay, so that's that. I've got another paint. This is a Winsor Newton, and it's a pale rose blush. And I'm going to put a little of that down with my palette knife. And just kind of scrape it across. I have a Liquitex Basic that's kind of a Titan Buff color. I think it might be the name of it, really. Well, they're calling it unbleached titanium, so other brands call it a Titan Buff. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put that on the card as well. I mentioned yesterday that I've got all these little tiny tubes of watercolor paint that they're to the point where you really can't squeeze any more out of them, but they still have a lot of paint in them. So I'm going to use them. Why not? I'm going to put it down with a water brush. And this is kind of a darker shade of, and highlights the other shade of pink. It's a little more of a contrast. Put some there, and I'll put some on the other side too. Okay. I need to put down my Dina Wakley tape, which I'm using for all the cards as well. And this has kind of got the pink and the Titan Buff color, both of those in it. So I thought I would use this, maybe another piece. Her washi tape is really nice, I think. Colorful. This one is a little more subtle, but the others are colorful. I got it kind of bunched up there. Let me see if I can cut it off. And I think the last thing I want to do is to put down my little bundle that I've been creating. And if you're new, I've got a piece of canvas, black tea-dyed canvas. I have a little decorative thread, and I've got a piece of cotton, and I've added a rusty safety pin, which when I was dyeing the fabric, I was doing some rust dyeing, and I got these pins when I had attached them to some fabric that I was dyeing. So I'm going to take this Fabri-Tac, I think, yeah, here we go, to put the fabric down. I've got lots and lots of loose strings here, which I think adds to the card. When I was sewing it, I got a corner flipped back. That's okay with me. And then I need my word. And this actually is two words. It's my heart. And now I'm going to take a mark saw, Stabilo mark saw, and go around the word. Because it's bumpy, it's not getting a really straight line, but at least it's sort of setting it apart, and highlighting it some. So I'm going to go around with the brush, which has still got some of that watercolor paint on it, which is okay with me too. Okay, so I think that's it for this card. This is day 23 of the Index Card a Day ICAD challenge, and I hope to be back here tomorrow, so thanks for joining me.